One trade can change everything.
Hello everybody, welcome to today's market update. We had a great long scalp to start the day today. And now we're looking at sort of this what I'm considering to be a wave 5 that will end up taking out this high and grabbing some of the liquidity starting at about 29,200 going up to about 30K. So we'll take a brief look at that here. But let's start with that scalp. It was just you know what, actually let's back up just a little bit. Okay, so one thing I was looking for here was basically I'm going to pull up this sideways channel here. This was something that I was looking for. Obviously this played out way faster than what I drew out here. But on it was actually yesterday, I drew this while we were in our live stream, and I was basically like, yeah, we'll kind of round out here, get a move down, and we'll back test this channel, and if we get here and we reject, then we could see continuation to the downside. If we break through, then there's a chance that we could get a move up higher, right? And we're sort of at one of those inflection points right now where we see, can we take out the high? And just looking at the data here, I do think that we will, right? So this played out really well, obviously at a way faster pace than what I drew out, right? So that sort of brings us to our local price action here. We can see that this was resistance. We got to move up, and then on the where this lower channel line crossed with this lower channel line, as well as the shifted point of control from here to here, with the back test of what was previous resistance. I zoomed in a little bit. I shared this in the Discord. Let's see, it was this trade here, and we can see it played out right away. It took an hour for us to hit our take profit 3, right? 1 right away, 2 within the first 30 minutes, and then 3 within the hour. So this is awesome. Right now I'm leaving a 25% runner. So this was great. We had a really small risk. This allowed us to enter a larger position size. So this was I'm really happy with this trade. Okay. So that said, we're going to zoom out. Let's just zoom out a little bit. Let's go to actually maybe just the 2-hour time frame. We're going to hide this. I'm going to hide that. And I really want to highlight this channel here. Okay. And we could see that the previous range value area low, and that is from back here, the previous range, right? This was the value area low from that range. And we could see that area is currently acting as resistance. So what I think is going to happen is we're going to see something kind of like this, where we had this 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're going to see a 5. And this morning in the Discord, I basically said I would be surprised if we went to 29,200, right? And that was just on the reclaim here, right, of this area holding this as support. And then I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow, yeah, this is a go ahead and redraw this down here. I'm thinking to myself, wow, this really looks like if we were to get a really swift move up, I could totally see us taking out this high, grabbing the liquidity. There's a lot of liquidity at about here, 29,200 that goes up to about 30K, right? So that plan is working out really well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got that move up. We spent a little bit time in this zone, maybe through the weekend. We have maybe sideways consolidation a little bit longer than what I drew out here. Maybe we, have sideways consolidation basically into Monday. And then from there, we look for continuation to the downside. And that move to the downside, in my opinion, would be a bullish move. If we go ahead and zoom out just a little bit here, and we can go ahead and hide some stuff. Let's just hide this channel for a moment. go to maybe a 6 hour. You know, for me, this is a, you know, a 1, 2, 1, 2, you know, 3, 4, 5 is what I'd be looking for. And how high that's going to go is to be seen. But for me, this is our wave 1. This is the wave 1 of our wave 3, right? So I would expect a move down here for then continuation, and it's going to be a pretty shallow move, all things considered, which does align really well with sort of the Bitcoin rally narrative, right? It typically doesn't give you a lot of chances to long a pullback. And the other thing that I like is that this is the top of the previous wave 1, and typically you won't see a lot of overlap with some of that. So I would really like, you know, this 382 would be a really great zone. We would go ahead and take out some of these lows here. We do have a previous support level here, right? So coming down to that level would be, I think that would be really, really nice to have that pullback and then, you know, continuation to the upside. So, you know, this is just my general plan right now. I obviously it's to be seen. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out here. But from what I'm seeing, you know, when we do reach at the very least the, you know, 29,200 level, you know, between there and up to here, I'm definitely going to be looking for shorts at the very least to play the channel. So having something that's you know, something kind of like this, right? If we go to a lower time frame, oops, where, you know, we're looking at kind of something along these lines, you know, putting our stop just above 30K, above the naked point of control that we have above here with the untapped weekly. We know that there's going to be liquidity, like I've said, at around this zone. So maybe that pushes us up just a little bit. And we go ahead and we sort of range here for a time before then, you know, basically we can get a move back down at least to the bottom of the channel. And then from there, as you know, this ABC suggests, we can, you know, look to trade it down to this zone. So we'll just have to play it, you know, we'll have to play it as it goes, you know, day by day. But for right now, I really do like this setup. So do keep that in mind. I don't know that I'm really interested in compounding along, I guess. I don't really think that we're going to see much of a retracement. I'd really be surprised if we did. But I don't know. You know, maybe the 618 being also this previous area of resistance. You know, if we came down to like somewhere in here, I would maybe look to compound along for continuation to the upside. But as of right now, I really don't think that that's going to happen. And as far as higher probability trades go, I'm far more interested in this zone. You know, especially it being the end of the week, I'm more interested in a higher probability, higher time frame position, which would be here, right? And two, we can see that that would also be, you know, playing off of some really nice bearish divergence. If we did get that move up and then have a nice rejection, you know, we'd hope that we'd hold some degree of bearish divergence as well. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and cut it off there. I will be in the Discord. I'll be in the Discord all day as well as tomorrow. So if you guys have any questions about this, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, you know, do be safe with your trades. Be sure you're setting your stop losses. Bias is definitely higher for the time being. But again, you know, we are coming up to a major point of resistance, so do keep that in mind.